Hello, welcome to Iron Chariot 61. Today I'll be sharing with you my Alexander strategy on Rome Total War Remastered. For this campaign, I play on hard campaign difficulty setting. My battle difficulty setting is very hard. Okay, so on paper this seems like very easy campaign because basically Alexander the Great has much superior army compared to the to he to the eastern enemies here. Yeah, but the problem is like when you first start the game, you control this only two territories. The enemy has much larger territories. So yeah, so it's not as easy as it might seem. Okay, because Sparta at this time is currently having rebel. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Let me try. Let me go back to turn one. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So Sparta at this time is having 65% public order. The tax rate is normal. So if you lower it, you will become back to normal. But it will affect your finance because you see now currently you are losing like 3k per month per turn. So now if you back to normal, the tax is 2k plus. So what I did was like, okay, with this with Alexander, this is Alexander army. So another problem is the recruitment and replenishment because you have very good units here, but you can't replenish any of the army. A lot of the good units here because your infrastructure here is not as advanced. Your barracks is not, the level is not high enough. Because you see in this city you can only, in Sparta you can only recruit hoplites and all hoplites javelin men. You can't like get finlets, which is what you need for your main army. Your Finlandese. So this you need a city where you can recruit all this. Especially when you start to march on to the Asia Minor, you need to constantly replenish army. I mean, you can beat the enemy army in an open field, but the problem is that they have so much territories and so much men that they can keep throwing at you. So that's why you cannot lose your men in the war of attrition. This style also Eta. This one the public order is alright, but the let's see, you can only recruit hoplites. Yeah. So this is the problem. So what I did was there are two choices. Alexander was initially, his army was initially here, so you can either march northwest, or you can march him to the east and take this settlement. So either way is alright. I think either way is okay, but this based on my experience, I found out that attacking in this direction is easier than attacking here. Reason being, like, okay, I played once. The time I play out, my first time play, I tried to take this style first. But the thing is, like, the enemy has very strong barbarian units inside. Like, especially when they're defending, it's very hard to when they're defending when they're defending the town with all the, I think they have those swordsmen or barbarian swordsmen, or those they can slaughter your phalanx and all this. If once you're, because the problem with phalanx is that they're bad as siege warfare. So when they get through the gate, then they have no time to fall into the phalanx. Then this is where the swordsman at close range can just slaughter your phalanx. So your phalanx and even your hoplites. So yeah, that's a problem. It's very difficult to take this city on one turn. This one is easier. You see, all you have is barbarian spearsmen, and maybe the archers. Only the archers is dangerous. The archers are dangerous, that's all. But once you get inside, then once you get your army inside the city, it's very easy to deal with this army as compared to this one. Because I think I lost this. I lost my siege battle for this one. So I decided to attack here. Okay, so but once you attack this one, then they will mobilize an army to attack you. That's why I have all this army here to garrison Pella, just so that just to hold out for a few turns. So after my army defeat this and capture this town, it can come back and reinforce Pella. Okay, the major issue you have to be constantly worried about is the finance. See, you're just losing 2k plus per turn. And if you don't stop this, wow, you will go into the bankruptcy. And it's very dangerous because you have to capture tiles and all this in order to make sure you get back into the green. Because now the money is just losing like crazy. Okay, navy wise, I have a small navy here, so I just dock it because the Persian navy is too strong for me to challenge in open sea. And this army under Parmenian, I just put him across. I just put him to defend the bridge, the river crossing here. So even when you usually the river crossing battle is easy to defend than to attack. So even if the enemy currently outnumber me, I still can defend this. I still have advantage because of basically bridge defense. Yeah, so I just put in here. We need a small foothold in Asia Minor. Then it'd be good to get a small foothold in Asia Minor. Then once my main army has consolidated the region over here, he can join the Parmenian and start marching across Turkey. Also, one thing to know is that these and these are two different factions. This one is under the control of which faction? Because there are a few barbarian factions to take note of, and they're quite a pain in the ass to deal with. Other than the Persians are not really annoying, just the stupid barbarian faction. Because this barbarian faction not only has this tile, they also have a tile here, and also a tile here. So once you eliminate this, they will send an army to march down from here all the way down and take Byzantium. Because this barbarian is easier to deal because they only have one settlement. Let's see check whether I'm recording. Okay, it's good I'm recording. It's very annoying whenever I forget to record. Let's see how to check the faction. Yeah, faction summary. So there are a few barbarian faction. Dahil, Ilia, Thrace, and Scythia. Yeah, so Thrace is here. So Thrace, the faction of Thrace here. Dahil is around here. This is Ilia. So you have to take once you take this settlement, Ilia will be gone. Okay, so let's go to turn 2. So I'm still losing 2k plus per turn. Okay, what happened? Okay, I'm sieging this. How am I siege? I never attack. Why I never attack? I don't know. Preferably I should attack. Oh, this one is under is red in color. Okay, the enemy is not making any move here. Okay, the Persian army didn't attack my army here. So if I move on to turn 3. Okay, now they made a move. They are currently sieging Pella.
Ready.
Okay, they are sieging Pella.
Ready.
So I've taken Byzantium with my army here. Then let's So I'm losing quite a few men, but I can't replenish my fainlets here because there's no infrastructure for it. I can recruit hoplite so I can retrain my hoplite. Okay, I think Parmenion, I basically send him to guard Byzantium because I need to bring my army back immediately to fight off this enemy army Ilya. So I send my navy to drop him here. Then no, this one is under siege. This army will come and reinforce. So let's go to turn 4. Okay, okay, so now okay, you see my income has recovered to 195. So they leave the siege. Oh yeah, I also send I don't know why it's still under raid. Okay, this army. I think I sent some unit to reinforce Pella from Sparta. So I've also, you notice like the way I organize, but I like to have even number of similar units in an army. So 2, 4, or 6 hoplites, not 1, 3, or 5 hoplites. So for example, Sparta, I will have 2 javelin men. I will have like 1 javelin man or 3 javelin men, just a way to organize. I like even number. It looks more like proper army, more uniform, the composition. So I bring him back over here. Then Parmenia will there is a Byzantian. So my income has recovered to 195. This city is currently unguarded, but they have a large army here. But if I can take highly Carnaces, it will solve my financial issue immediately. So I believe I disband my navy. I disband my navy because I don't want to keep losing the money. Okay, let's go to turn 5. Okay, so now the barbarian king is coming back. So he's coming to confront my army here. So we are going to have a decisive battle. Whoever wins can take control of the entire Greece, the greater Greece region here. But my goal is to consolidate here, then move on to Asia Minor. Now Sparta is still angry. 50%, interesting. Also, I got put it on governor mode. That means you need to have a governor to manage a settlement. So yeah. So that's why as I keep playing on, I keep like whenever there's a chance to adopt a new son, a new candidate, I will do it if I have the money, because I need all these governor to manage all the different settlements here. Another interesting thing you know is you see every character here has a certain trait, so you can take note of. So they have +1 to command, 0 to influence, and 1 follower. So they have all these traits. These are useful to take note of when you manage your empire. And I'm going to start a war with them. Uh, 96 turn. Let me see. So I go to turn 5. Yeah. So what is going on? Okay, so okay, let's see. I think I also recruit peasant to garrison the city instead of all these expensive unit, because I want to lower my because now my income increased to 415. So what happened? Why am I not fighting? This one. Yeah, I also recruit two allied cavalry. Oh, okay. Here in this settlement, not yet. Which one? Yeah. This one you can. Let me see the recruitment. Okay, here. Never mind. 5, 6. Let's go to turn 6. Actually, I'm not in a hurry to complete the campaign. I mean, by right, you're supposed to finish the campaign in 100 turns, but I try to take my time. So now it's still 95 turns. Okay, I believe I defeat the enemy army, the large enemy army here. That's why I can start. That's why it disappear. Okay, so I think let me check my city. Okay, so this is where I can start to march an idea. Okay, so one tips to fighting a barbarian army on the open field is very simple. Do a feintless charge. Feintless charge. If you do know, you can watch YouTube how people do. So you line up all your feintless on the field. You put that on like unfeintless mode. Then you charge the entire line forward. Then once, just before they reach the enemy line, you drop your feintless, and then they'll slowly move forward with their feintless. So it's a very powerful, it's a very powerful strategy against barbarian faction. Yeah, and also when you do feintless charge, you have to remove the guard mode, so they will just keep moving forward. They will just keep moving forward. Yeah, the feintless line will just keep moving forward, which is what you need to keep the enemy constantly retreating. So a feintless in open field, a feintless is very strong against is very strong against like because like I say, the enemy has very strong melee units, like the barbarian seeker man and all this. In a siege battle, these barbarian seeker men, they can slaughter your feintless when they are out of the feintless mode. But in the open field, it's a different story because this once your feintless line move forward, this seeker man has no way of penetrating your feintless defense. So they'll just keep getting poked by the spears until they die. Plus they don't have a lot of armor, so they're quite weak. So open field, you should be able to win quite easily. See how I didn't lose a lot of men. If you look at the number of men I lost, it's quite easy win. So 7. So I siege Ilya. Okay, so for this, okay, now for this, what happened is let's see. Let me check my infrastructure recruitment wise. Because why I checking is because I think eventually I start to build very important buildings, like I upgrade buildings that can help me recruit better cavalry, better archers, and better spearmen. So that's why I'm thinking of which one I already built. Oh yeah, this one, the public order is now better. It's now under it's delusional, so it won't rebel. My income is 1A1, still very low. Anyway, this city is very exposed. There's no army around here. So I'm sieging Ilya. Okay, so even though I have a large army, but it's still very risky to attack directly, because they have all these units which is quite deadly and can cause a lot of casualties among your men. Even if you eventually win, it can be costly. So sometimes it's good to siege them out for 5 turns, then just take the city without any casualties. Because at this time you don't have the infrastructure to replenish all your feintlets, your hoplite, all this. Hoplite can, but not your feintlets, which is very important. Your cavalry also, you don't have any way of replenishing your cavalry. So yeah, 7. Turn 8. Yes, I'm still sieging them, hoping to draw them out. As in, by right, I can attack them immediately, but now I think I think it's okay to wait. Maybe now it's still 93 turns. Okay, 93. Let's check everything. Recruitment wise, have I built any important building? Yeah, no. So, oh yeah, my income has increased to 448. So let's check turn 8. Okay, no, sorry. Okay, go back to turn 11. So is any progress so far? Okay, 11. Oh yeah, Byzantium is retaken, is conquered by a barbarian faction here, which is Thrace. Because Thrace has 1, 2, 3 village. So Thrace has retaken back their capital, which is Byzantium. Yeah, I think Parmenion died in the defense of Thrace. So yeah, it's quite sad, but yeah, at least he had a heroic death. At this time, I can start taking the city immediately. We only have 1 turn left, but I don't want to risk any casualties because I need this army to confront Byzantium, to confront this large army in Byzantium. So best to minimize casualties. So let's see turn 12. Okay, so I've taken Ilia. So this cost, so the Ilia, the faction of Ilia is now like gone. Okay, my income has increased to 1,788 after taking Ilia. So I left a small garrison behind. And I start to march down to take back Byzantium. Let's go to turn 14. Okay, 14. So I left a sizable garrison here. Let's see. Okay, some. Oh yeah, also building some economic buildings to boost my income. So now my income is 1375. So I'm marching this to Byzantium. 14 turn. Turn 15. No move. Okay. Sun 15. 16. Okay, so I'm sieging Thrace Byzantium. My income is 877. Let's check my recruitment. Okay, so this one. Okay, good. Okay, now I'm building. Okay, and okay, now I'm building this. I'm building the city barracks in Ilia, so that I can start training the Finlads. The Finlads because my army has all these Finlads they need to retrain. So I'm building the city barracks there. So yeah, 16, 17. Let's check turn 17. So fighting. So better redeployment. Yeah, this should be easy win. 17. Let's go to turn 20. So I've taken Byzantium. My income has increased to 2000 something. So now it's still 81 turns. Okay, so the Persian has 3 large army here and they have a navy here. So this is when, yeah, I have to be careful. They might drop an invasion force here. So I quickly send my main army back here because I also need to retrain my Fainlets. Okay. So but right, also I've sent a spy. I recruited a spy, and I realized that the trace has one settlement here, so I need to take this. So now I have to split my army. One is to take this, and another is to take this. 20. So now it's 20 turns. Okay, let's check the building. Okay, so now at this time, I decided to build a small navy, like 2 ships, because I see that they only have 1 ships here, and there's a chance they might drop their invasion forces. So I need a navy force to fight off the naval invasion here. To see, yeah, which was what they did later on. So yeah, so I decided to start building out since my income is my economy is growing. I have the financial power to start building a strong navy to control the sea here. So epidemics. Okay, so okay, I also realize. So let's see every city. So this city has I just have a governor to garrison this city with some peasants and all this because we need to maintain the public order. So this one is going back here because I need to retrain all my Fainlets. The recruitment center for Fainlets is Ilia. Is in Ilia. So okay then. 22. Okay, so what I did is okay. With my 2 ships here, I destroy the basically Persian the navy. They try to ship an army over to here, but I use my navy to destroy their navy. So the army is either gone or end out. Because when you win a naval battle, the ship either sunk or they retreat. So most likely the Persian army retreat to here. But at least I managed to stop them from invading my territory for the time being. Also, another important building I'm building is the archery range. So this archery range allow me to recruit the Madian archers. So now I started to have proper archery missile unit. I also built my cavalry stable here, so I can start to build the Prodromo light cavalry as well as the auxiliary Thracian cavalry and missile cav. So I need these buildings because I need to start invading Asia Minor. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, so now this one can recruit Fainlets. So what I did is okay, this army is coming. So I'm going to defeat the army here and take Taintainus. So I just send my spy and see what army they have. So all these are those crappy units, just spearmen. They don't even have general. Only the slingman is good, but and they have a lot of light cavalry, but my cavalry can defeat them. These are light cavalry unit. They have no general unit. Oh, I forgot to mention general unit is barbarian general is overpowered. They can even overpower your Fainlets from the front. In the siege battle for Ilia previously, I lost like 2 Fainlets to the general cavalry. They just charge through your spears and just slaughter your Fainlets. So there's no general, there's no spear. So this is easy. It's an easy win. And now it's 79 turns. 23. Turn 23. I move to take on 10 years. Okay, so okay, let's see recruitment wise. Yeah, so I decided to build more ships since my income is higher right now. I decided to build more ships. Build 2 more ships, so I have 4 ships in this navy because I want to make sure no Persian navy comes close again. So this one, let's see. So I can start recruiting cavalry on this settlement. This one also can recruit the light cavalry. This Byzantine. So I'm gonna take 10 years. Let's see, turn 24. So I'm sieging this.
Orders.
24.
My lord.
Okay, then 24. Now it's 77 turns.
My lord.
So any important buildings I'm doing. Yeah, this one I'm waiting for the missile and the cavalry stable to finish. So my main army can come back and get all the good units are like the archers and all these. Nothing. 24. Let's see, turn 25. Okay, so this one is still sieging.
Ready.
So now I have 4 ships in this navy. So now I have a strong control over the sea region here. So the thing is like once you take this, you send your army back here, retrain your fainlets, get like 2 more archers and 2 more cavalry. Because this is not a full army yet. Then you use your ship to drop your army here. Then you take highly kinesis. So this will kickstart your invasion of Persia. So now you have a very strong foothold. You have a very strong base to operate from here. So yeah, so this is the first 25 turns for my Alexander the Great campaign. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.